Good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a cracking day for you today and we're kicking it off with a prime time deal. I know, we've got this event going on till Friday at 11:59 p.m. You will get a deal in some of the shows that is just amazing, and that's exactly what we're going to bring you this morning. And we're also going to bring you Minecraft Studio download. We're bringing you embossing folders. We've got all our printables on. We've got some templates. We've got embossed card. We've got loads of stuff for you this morning. If you would like to have reminders sent to you when we go live, literally type the word live into the comments right now, and we will sort that out for you, so you'll be notified every time we bring you a show, which means that you won't miss out on any of the deals. Right, let me introduce you to the team this morning. We've got Lily, who's going to be demonstrating for us.
Morning.
We've been working on your projection, haven't we,
I know, I'm going to have to, so I do apologise. I will try and speak louder, but if I'm shouting, please let me know. I'll try not to, but I'll try and be loud.
I know.
Wake you all up.
Yeah, absolutely. You might regret. We've got Hannah on cameras for now. Amanda is going to come in and take over. And then we've got Andrew in the producer's seat today. Woo! He had a good night's sleep last night. Can you imagine that? First time in a month with no baby and he's like that in bed. How fabulous would that be? Right, let me tell you where you can watch us and how to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. It's super easy. So you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then the code into the comments underneath the video, and that will automatically put it in a basket for you. It's clever, that, isn't it? Then we're going to slide into your DMs. Now I know what it means. I know, like that. I thought it was Doc Martens. It's not. Apparently it's direct messages. So we're going to slide into there, and in the message there will be a link. You're going to click that link and that will take you to highlightcrafts.com. Now it's really important that you log in to your account. If you haven't got one with us yet, please open one, because it automatically and for free makes you a member of Club Highlight, which means that the price that you're seeing on your screen is not the price that you're paying, because you'll get a discount off that. You'll also get loyalty points for every £1 that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35, you get free shipping, which is just brilliant. So that's how you shop on Facebook or Instagram. If you prefer to shop on the website, you can also do that. So if you go on to highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts, the stream will begin and all the items in that show will appear down the right hand side of your screen. All you need to do then is select the items that you wish to purchase, and they will go into a little red shopping bag that appears at the top of your screen. So at any point you can then go and peruse the outlet, peruse the website, fill that basket, and then when you're ready to check out, you're going to click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Now you can also shop ahead, and there's a lot of you doing that at the moment, which is brilliant, because you don't want to miss out on anything. I get it. So you're waiting up till the clock goes like that, midnight, and then you can open up all those deals, which is wonderful. If you want to do that, you go to highlightcrafts.com, click shop today's deals, and they will all be there waiting for you. But don't forget, if you want notifications, just type live into the comments underneath the video. We also have a quiz this morning, so let's kick off with question 1, shall we? We've got 5 questions. They're all right actually today. Number 1, what is the largest bone in the human body? So that's question number 1. Right, Lily Lou.
Right.
What have we got now then? This trimmer. So we've got our 5-in-1 trimmer. Should be $49.99 full recommended retail price. We've been doing it on a deal at $39.99, but only until 11:59 on Friday. We're bringing the price down to $29.99. Now it's a 5-in-1 trimmer. That means you're paying £5 per function.
Wow.
Right?
That's incredible. So £5 for a trimmer, £5 for a guillotine, £5 for every single individual component. Now, I will just grab a piece of cardstock so I can talk you through all the different functions. So I'm just going to take a piece of some of our paper that we'll be looking at a little bit later on in the show. Just some regular white cardstock, just so you can see all these fabulous functions. So I'm going to start off on this side, and you'll notice, first of all, looking at this fantastic piece of kit, it is double-sided. So you can see on that side there, we've got our guillotine. If we flip it over, we've got our trimmer and some other functions on that side as well. But we'll start off with our guillotine. I have to say, personally, I love a guillotine when it comes to trimming all my mats and layers. So if on this side you can see on the base there you've got all your measurements both in inches and in centimetres on there as well, and then you can see around this section you've actually got your angles too. So if you're trimming on a diagonal you want to make sure it's 30 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever that angle might be, you can see all those angles and all those diagonal lines are perfectly on that board there to make it super easy. So I'm just going to literally lift that handle up, really easy with that little guard there, just to lift that up. I'm going to slide my cardstock in and I'm just going to butt it up, making sure it's nicely butted up against that butt bar at the top there, and that's going to make sure that cut line is nice and straight. So I'm going to butt up against there, I'm going to press down, it even says press on these two sections here, I'm going to trim down, but I'm not just going to trim down, I'm going to sort of trim inwards. And what that will do is, because we've got a metal edge to this bottom section here, by having that metal onto metal contact, what that will mean is every single time I'm cutting, I'm starting to self-sharpen that blade. So pressing down, cutting down and slightly inwards, and that's going to give you that perfect clean cut every single time. Now it could be a larger piece that you're cutting, or we could be taking this tiny little piece once again. Perhaps I want to be cutting a 1-inch strip here. I'm going to line that up all down that 1-inch line. Press down once again where it's telling me to press, and cut down and inwards, and you can even cut your thinner 1-inch strips of cardstock on that side. So that's all about your guillotine. Lots and lots of options in terms of cutting all those mats and layers, whether you're working in your inches or whether you're working in your centimetres. So that's side number one. We flip it over and you can see on that side there we do have our little grippy feet. So as we flip this over onto our trimmer side, that will grip to your surface. It's not going to be sort of as you can see I'm moving the counter rather than the guillotine. It's not going to be sort of slipping and sliding all over your desk, which is fabulous. Then we come on to our trimmer. Now our trimmer is a little bit different to our guillotine, because if we look at the blade itself, you can see you've got almost like a switch onto there. So at the moment you can see on that little dip you've got a dotted line. If I just flick that switch downwards, it then turns into a wavy line. So instead of having to swap out your blade every single time you want to change the sort of effect that you're getting, it's literally just the flick of a switch, which is amazing. So I'm just going to press down. The key thing with this side is once it's not pressed, it's not going to cut, which is great for doing your partial cuts. But as I start to press it down, it's going to start to give us that lovely wavy edge there. And then if I flick the switch upwards...
Can I give you a little tip?
Go on.
So, whether you realise it or not, I'm just going to come in here, Lily, and show you. So, whether you realise it or not, when you're using a trimmer like that, if you start at the top, if you watch my elbow, Hannah, so when you press down on there, when whether you realise it or not, look what happens to my elbow when I pull the blade back. It lifts. So that means that by the time you get to here, you've got a small amount of pressure. If you start with it against your body, press down and push, that will give you your perfect score. So away from you, that's the best tip I can give you. Rotary trimmers, all that kind of thing. Start there, push down and push away, because then your elbow's staying straight, so your pressure's staying the same.
Of course.
Top tip.
Makes sense.
Top tip. There you
Never
go.
heard that one before.
Freebie there. There you
go. I'll be doing that from now on in.
There you are.
So let's try it this way. So we've flipped our switch. So we've got our little dotted perforation there. Oh, it's easier, isn't it, Mal?
Right.
She's not wrong. There you go. So cutting upwards rather than downwards. And you can see just on that blade there, you've got your little wavy line, and you've also got your dotted line, which can be perforation edge. So if you're doing like your RSVPs, you've got that lovely, really professional edge if you're going to tear that one with that one. So that's your trimmer. What you'll notice as well on the board here, they're actually in grooves instead of printed, and we'll come to that in just a moment's time. But once again, you've got all your measurements along the top there, whether it's going to be centimetres, whether it's going to be inches that you're working in, all those measurements are on that board for you. Now at the bottom section here, I'm just going to flip this over just to make it a little bit easier in terms of the way on that I'm doing this. I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock, and you've got this little red section there that says corner rounder. It's slightly difficult to see on your screen, but it is sort of engraved into there. And you can see on this bottom section here, we've got our score lines engraved into the board. We've got 2 diagonal lines, and those are allowing us to actually punch our corners. So we're going to take our edge of our piece of cardstock, whatever edge it might even be your card base itself. I'm going to push that into there, following those 2 lines there. Then all you want to do is make sure, instead of pressing on that bottom section, try and press towards that top of that button there. You're just going to press down, you can hear that nice satisfying sort of crunch, and that's going to punch out all of those edges so you can round every single corner of your cardstock if you want to. Now when you're ready to empty those out, perhaps you've done quite a lot of punching, you've just got that little tray, that little drawer underneath, and those little edges will just be there in there, so you can empty them out nice and easily and then pop them back into that housing there. So that's your corner rounder. And then if we turn to this other side of the board here, you can see we've got this little thing poking out. If we remove that, that's actually going to be our scoring tool. And inside here as well, we do also have our little envelope maker and box making guide. So on here, you've got all of the measurements. So whatever size of box, whether it's going to be the height, the width or the depth, they're all listed on there with all these sort of measurements where you need to score, the size of cardstock that you need to cut to, and it's even got instructions. That's for your boxes. If I flip it over, you've got both your envelopes and you've got your envelope boxes as well, which are like the 3D envelopes. All your measurements, all your instructions, and that just neatly stores back away under there.
I think we've also done a download.
Oh wow!
Where we make the instructions bigger so that you can see it on the product details. Yeah, so make sure that you're downloading that as well. Brilliant, isn't it? So you've got a box maker, an envelope maker, you've got a perforator, you've got a wavy edge, you've got a guillotine, a scoreboard. I've got to 6, and a corner rounder 7.
Yeah.
Hang on. So we've got a guillotine, a perforator, a wavy line, a scoreboard, a corner rounder. What else have I missed? Oh, bone folder and your box and envelope maker. 7?
Yeah, definitely.
7 in 1 trimmer.
There you go.
7 in 1 trimmer. Now, we've got this on what we're calling our prime time deals. These are running until 11:59 p.m. on Friday. So today, one of the deals is this trimmer. Now, we've brought you this a few months ago now, and you're absolutely loving it. Rachel Speed says, absolutely love my 5-in-1 trimmer. Absolutely. We will have a look. We'll speak to Stephanie about blades, see what we can do about that. But to get a piece of kit like this, now this is normally $49.99, and you're investing in tools. Okay, so buy the best that you can afford is what my granddad taught me, because if you buy cheap, you'll buy twice. And sometimes you look at a product and you go, oh, that's cheap, it can't be very good. Right, so what we're doing today, $49.99 would normally get you our trimmer. But we normally do it, I'd recommend it, well, that's a recommended retail. We normally do it at $39.99. So there's already a 25% discount there. Today, and up till midnight at 11:59 on Friday, PM, you can get this for $29.99, and that's before your club discount. So if you're in the market for a trimmer, a scoreboard, a perforator, a wavy line cutter, a box maker, an envelope maker, a scoreboard, then you're in the right place, because you're getting all of that for $29.99 today. Shop trim, that is a cracking deal. In fact, it's a prime time deal. I feel like I should be on a game show. This is your prime time deal. Right, best trimmer I've had, says Wendy C. Brilliant. So thank you for your recommendations. We can stand here and tell you till we're blue in the face, but your opinion is the one that the other crafters will listen to. So absolutely let us know what you think. Right, so moving on from there. Now we've got some embossing folders now, Lily, haven't we?
Oh,
these are brilliant. Now, is it for lots of 4, Andrew? Yep. So we'll start with the top row. So you'll show our lovely viewers what they're going to be buying. So you've got your happy birthday, your rose. I love that one, will be.
Oh, it's ever so cute.
Then you've got this one, which will be great for New Year's Eve. And then you've got that rope effect in here. So how do I use these, Lily? Nobody's ever seen an embossing folder before, what they're all about. So let's open one up and then we can see.
Embossing folders are absolutely amazing because there's lots and lots of techniques you can do with them. So you're going to need to use these alongside a die cutting machine. That's how you'll get the pressure. You can't just pop the cardstock inside and get the pressure. It needs to go through that die cutting machine. So if you've got our Pro Cut, these are going to be perfect for working with your Pro Cut. They'll go hand in hand. All you're going to do is you're going to take your cardstock, you're going to pop your cardstock on the inside, and then you're going to run it through your embossing folder, and it's going to emboss that design. So I've embossed already a couple from one of the other sets, so you can just see the sort of effect that you can get using some of your mirror cardstock, not doing anything at all, just apart from embossing it, no ink or anything over the top. Of course, you can be using your plain cardstock, adding ink, adding your paste over the top, but just one emboss through that die cutting machine. How cool does that look? And if we turn over to the deboss, it looks equally as good.
That.
Yeah, it's a lovely pattern.
So whether you want it subtle in the background or whether you want it bold as part of your main project, then absolutely. I love embossing folders. They're one of the most underrated tools that we have in the craft industry. And they've come to the fore recently with all the 3D ones. These are your regular ones. These are the ones that you're going to get out every single day. It might not be a main focal point on your card, but it's something that takes away that white space. because the white space is a scary bit, isn't it? You look at it and you're like, right, need something else, but I'm not sure. It could literally just be an emboss in the background. So let's go through and show you the actual products itself. So you're getting Happy Birthday. You're also going to get this lovely rose. The frame on that is exquisite, isn't it?
There's nothing from stopping you as well. If you want to emboss it, then use your nesting dies in the centre. Just create an aperture, take out that rose, perhaps pop some of your decoupage in the middle. Lots of options with that one, it's beautiful.
Absolutely. Then you've got your clock face, which is gorgeous, I like the frame on that one as well. And then you're also going to get your rope lattice. So you've got those four there, Shop Happy, $14.99. Oh, they're all limited stock. Right, okay, we need to be quick then. So leaves, autumn leaves, that's going to be lovely because I imagine doing that twice, cutting round this one, getting some cutting it twice, one in regular cardstock, one in mirror card. Then you're going to cut the leaves out of the mirror card. You're going to put alcohol ink on them to make them look autumnal and then place them over the top. So you've got your decoupage, but with that lovely alcohol ink finish. That's going to look brilliant. So you've got your stripes in the background and then your leaves. You've then got your little scene with your butterflies in there. Again, you could do the same thing, cut it out twice, 3D your butterflies. You're then going to get the frame with the florals attached to it, which is great. Love that. Just a little bit of ink over the top will bring all these to life. And then also you've got your oval frame there with those beautiful flourishes and that side-facing butterfly. Really, really, really pretty. This one, again, limited stock. So if you want these, guys, you're going to have to put them in your baskets, please. And then we can tell you where we're up to. Right, dots next. Dots and stripes and checks, one of the best things you can buy in craft because all three of them work together, but they also work independently. So you've got your spots there. This one is glorious. We've got 3 of this one left. You need to be quick. So this one's lovely with the reeds. Now then, think about what we've brought you from Two Red Robins. Those lovely collections that we've brought you by the boardwalk, you know, by the side of the river, all of those, this in the background will just take it to a whole new level, reinvigorate what you've already got. I love this one with the butterflies and the curvy lines. I think that's really, really cute. And then this one, I think is fabulous because it just gives you that silhouette, those tall, slim stems. If you make and sell and you need to make a lot quickly, these are going to become your best friend. Because you could do that, little bit of ink if you want, or just on regular white cardstock, it looks amazing. Sentiment, job done. So that's your other 4, that's Shop Polka. And then, I think this one's my favourite set.
Mine too.
The next one, we've got one left of this one, Andrew.
Oh no!
I love this, this is quite funky, it reminds me of the mods. And, and the scooters,
Yeah.
right? It's got that concentric circles in there. It just reminds me of that. Also really fun for children's cards, this, because if you do it really nice, bright colours, that's going to look fantastic. Then you're going to get your hearts. So you've got your all over hearts. It's really difficult to design something like that, because if you get too many hearts facing in the opposite, in the wrong direction, or the same direction, that's what you see. It's really hard to do that. Then we've got this one, which is my favourite. That's very baroque. I love it. I think it's so elegant. With tattered lace, that's going to work perfectly. And then you've also got almost like a fleur-de-lis, but in quite a different format, which I really love. So if you want these, I know I'm pushing you and I apologise, but I don't want anybody missing out. Because we get people going, I missed it. I went to my basket and somebody had taken it out. There's nothing we can do about that. Unfortunately, I can't put my finger through and press check out for you. Right, so those are your embossing folders. Right, Lily, do you want to go over to demo?
Yes.
We have got a Minecraft Studio download for you. So it's from the archive. And you're going to get all of these bundles. So let's start with Countryside Garden, Lily. I'll go through this and you get ready for that. So Countryside Garden, you're going to get the artwork for that. More Than Just Words, Simply Silhouettes, Bunny Sniffles, Violet and Alfie, the family edition, Encyclopedia. We've got Setting the Scene and Setting the Scene shop fronts. So Lily's going to take us through one at a time and show you exactly what you're getting in each one. So let's start with Countryside Garden and then we'll move on to the next one for you.
I will, Mel, if my mouse will move.
Right, click it. There you go.
Easy as that.
Yeah.
Right, Countryside
Look
Garden.
at me.
I know, technical help.
I know. What?
Blimey.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Oh, well. Countryside Garden first of all. Oh, here we are. So as you open it up, every single folder's got sort of subfolders within it. So you've got all your different sections. Makes it really easy. If you know you're looking for backgrounds, it's all contained within the one folder. If it's images you look for, and so on and so forth, they're all in their different folders. So we're going to start off with 3D pictures because this is really quite cool. I'm going to start off with that first one, which is the index. So if you're not quite sure exactly what you want to craft, perhaps you want a little bit of inspiration, you can see exactly what you've got in that full folder. It's all on that first picture. You can see all those individual components. So perhaps you're looking through, you think, oh, I really like the look of this first one here. We'll just remove that index sheet from there, and then you're just going to follow along with the corresponding numbers and letters. And what you've got with these is you've got the ability to do your 3D frame style cards. So all you need to do with these is you're just going to print them off. You're going to fold and score along those lines that you can see there, and you can start to build up those 3D pictures just like the name suggests. And then if we come into the next one, you can see you've got all of those different embellishments that you can start to cut out and start to embellish that main shape there. So you've got all those options for creating your 3D cards. So that's all of your 3D frames that you've got in that first folder there.
Lovely.
If I go back to the main folder, you've got your acetate front cards. And this is sort of why we call the show our Cardshape Extravaganza, because you've got a lot of different card shapes within all of these different folders. So you can create all those 3D cards. So once again, we're going to have a little look at our index, and you can see you've got all the different styles, different patterns with all of their component pieces, enabling you to make those lovely 3D sort of cards on there. There's so much in here that I can't possibly go through absolutely everything, but I'm going to try and give you sort of a flavour of the different folders. Your backgrounds, quite self-explanatory with this one. You've got all your lovely different background papers in there. Look how gorgeous that one is. Absolutely stunning. And don't forget as well, you've got the ability to do all your different effects on Minecraft Studio. Of course, you could just literally be popping that on a page and printing it out as you like, or you could be going into your effects. You could be turning down the opacity. You could be changing your hues. You can be doing all those different sort of, oh, and the colour was lovely on that one, all those different colourways, and really having a play with them, or just leaving it exactly as it is, printing it off and getting playing with these lovely images.
Lovely, Lily. Right, so we're going to do another quiz question. So question number 1 was, what is the largest bone in the human body? We need the medical term. Begins with an F. Question number 2, what planet is the hottest in the solar system? It's also a song that, let's say Bananarama sang, maybe? It's a long time ago. Yeah, you're too young. We worked out this morning legally, I'm old enough to be Hannah's mum. I am. No, I don't like it. And you think Hannah's like, I don't like that. I'm like, welcome to my world. No, 56 next week. Right, let's have another look at this trimmer because you're getting an absolute cracking deal. Lily, do you want to come on this side? Then we can just talk about it really quickly around it again, because we get new customers, new viewers, new family and friends at home joining us all the time. And it's usually about 8:30. So it's always worth doing a recap. So we are doing something this week up to midnight, so well, 11:59 p.m. to be exact, on Friday. We are bringing you prime time deals. Now our 5-in-1 trimmer, which is a little bit more than just that really, because you've got a box maker, envelope maker, scoreboard, perforating line, you've got a wavy line cutter, you've got your corner rounder, and you've got your guillotine, all in one, right? Normally it's $49.99, that's the recommended retail price for it. We've been doing it for you at $39.99. Your prime time deal, you're going to get it for $29.99. That's before your club discount. So a brilliant opportunity to get yourself a really good tool, or several really good tools that aren't going to take up all that space. So you're sitting there making your card and you're like, right, I need to fold it in half. Where's my scoreboard? Get your scoreboard out, do that line, put the scoreboard away. Right, I need to trim it down a bit because the back's now wider than the front. Trim it on your guillotine. Oh, it'd be nice if I had a perforation line. You can do that. Whatever you're doing with your trimmer, box making, envelope making, scoring, cutting, whatever it is, you're going to get it with this trimmer. It's brilliant. Right, Lily, quick talk round it for me, lovely.
Yeah, let's have a little look. So side number one, and this is double-sided as well, so you've got features on both sides of your trimmer and guillotine, which is absolutely fabulous. So first of all, we'll start off with our guillotine. Now, very easy to use your guillotine. You can see there, you've got that lovely sharp blade on the edge there with the metal contact. So every time you're cutting down and cutting slightly inwards, you're going to start to self-sharpen that blade, which is brilliant in terms of the longevity of that blade. On the base here, you've got your grid, so it's nice and easy to line up, making sure you've got those lovely straight edges, and you've got your measurements in both your inches and your centimetres on both the top and the bottom of that board there. You've also got all of your angles on there, so things like your 45-degree, your 90-degree angles. So if you're doing diagonal shaped cards and diagonal shaped mats and layers, you know they're going to be perfect using those fantastic measurements.
Brilliant.
That's your first side. We'll flip this over now, and this is the side that's got our trimmer on. Now, on our trimmer there, you've got a little switch, so you don't need to start removing this blade and taking different blades in and out. You've got a switch that does it all for you. So what we've got at the moment is you've got your little perforating line. If I literally just flick that switch, easy as that, it's then going to turn it into a little wavy line. So you've got the options in terms of your trimmer there. Once again, you've got that nice guard on there and your press areas, so nice and easy to make sure you're pressing that cardstock down and getting that lovely, crisp, clean cut. Once again, you've got your measurements in both centimetres and inches, top and bottom of that base there. But what you'll notice, the slight difference with this side is you've got all those measurements engraved into that board. And this is where your scoring board and sort of element comes in. So stored on the underside of your trimmer there, you've got that area where stores this section that we'll look at in just a moment's time, and you've got your scoring tool in there as well. So you can literally pop your cardstock onto there and you can score, and you've got all the measurements. So if you want to score at 2 inches, you can do that easily, 3 inches, and so on and so forth, all using the elements that are contained within this fantastic tool. Now, I did mention you've got this little sort of guide here that is housed on the underside of your trimmer. It's got all your measurements for your gift boxes, so the cardstock size you're going to need to cut, where you're going to need to score, and even a diagram and your instructions onto there as well. And if I flip it over, you can see on the reverse you've got both your envelopes and your 3D box envelopes as well. So if you're doing perhaps a lot of decoupage onto a card, then that's going to give you that little bit of depth to house all those more heavy and 3D cards into there. Now, if you are wanting this a little bit larger, we do have it as a download over the website, but lovely to have that that's actually stored within this tool, which is absolutely amazing to have in terms of your storage. So I'm just going to flip this over to the other side here, and on the other side you've got your little corner rounder. So on the board itself you've got 2 diagonal lines. You'll just line your cardstock up into those 2 grooves, place that into there, pop your finger onto the end of that rounder, and you're just going to punch down just like you would with a traditional sort of punch, and that's going to round all of your corners. Just so many different functions all in the one tool. You're not going to need a separate guillotine, a separate trimmer, a separate punch, which quite frankly punches can be ever so bulky to store.
Yeah.
To get it all in here. Yes,
what's that thing?
can.
So I used to work for a company that distributed EK Success in Inky Dinky Doo and Hero Arts and all of that. And the top tip was, if you were punching through something that had a sticky bag, sometimes you get glue on your punches. So one day Mick went into the freezer to make the tea, and he's like, why have we got 14 punches in the freezer? I was like, because if you put them in the freezer and then you let the glue go cold, it rolls off much easier. He's like, okay, in the freezer? I'm like, yep. Why would you not, right?
We're crafters at the end of the day. We find craft stuff everywhere.
So yes, punches, they are tricky to store because I had hundreds of them, I know. Right, let's do another quiz question, and then I'm going to talk to you about this Posh cards and envelopes, because it's the right time of year now to be stocking up ready for Christmas, so we need to make sure that that happens. Number 3, so let's recap the first 2 in case you've just joined us. What is the largest bone in the human body? We need the official name. Begins with F. Number 2, which planet is the hottest in the solar system? And question number 3, how many films did Sean Connery play James Bond in? There you go. Right, I'm going to talk to you about these cards and envelopes. Look at these. These are amazing.
Gosh,
look at this
there's
box
a lot in
load
there.
that you're going to get delivered. Get your basket over £35, you're not paying postage. Comes in this box, so it's perfect for that. Someone's been at this one, look, they've been perforating off the edge on here, look. They've been doing their thing with their trimmer. So let's go through this. You're getting, I want to say, 114. Can't remember. Oh, here we are, look. Post-it notes. Right, 12 sizes. Hey, look at me, 114 cards in total.
Wow.
19 pence per card and envelope. So you're going to get these. Now look what we've done on here. We've done some scoring on there with our 5-in-1 trimmer. So you've got your silver metallics in there. You've then got these are stunning. So this is a bit like Centura Pearl.
Ooh.
You know when you've got that gold shimmer, so it's like a very soft pearl colour, but then it's got that gold shimmer in it. It's really difficult to see on camera, isn't it, because the lights are bouncing off it, but they're gorgeous. So you're getting all of those. You then get in A4. Gosh, this has been put back well. You've got your A4 cards. If you're making someone big one, wedding, somebody leaving, new baby, whatever it is. Maybe you just like making big cards. Remember when we were younger and there was that big trend of going out and buying the biggest card you could get because it meant you loved the person the most. I'm like, yeah, more for that. Right now then, you're also going to get your envelopes. Okay, so you could use these to make a little file folder if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be with your cards. Then you're going to get your, I'm going to say 7 by 5. That's bigger actually. No, 8 by 6, I would say. So you're getting these. Now, I just want to tell you, listen, this is the same quality as the Posh card that we've been selling you in sheets. Comes out of the same paper mill. So it's worth getting this because it's really good quality. Sometimes you buy cards and they're really flimsy and you're like, why did I bother? Right? Could have made it myself. Now then, these, you've got your scalloped edge around your DL ones. You're getting all your envelopes. I love the fact that some of the envelopes are coloured because then you know it's not a bill, right? Then you've got these that have got that dotty embossing on there with that scallop around the top, bottom and the right hand side. So you've got your dots in there. If I just pull that forward, there you are. You've got all your dots on there. Lovely. Then you've also got your pink envelopes. You've got cream envelopes in here, all that match with the size of the cards. You've got your 6x6 scallops. You've got envelopes with these envelopes and cards are really, really good quality. So you've got your DL in there. You've got some lovely light green ones. You've got some lilac in there, cream, red, perfect for Christmas. Your traditional just white 5x7 cards. And then you're getting these, I love these. What is it about something like miniatures? I don't know what it is. So, well, miniature. Well, we are in the grand scheme of things, aren't we? So you've got your little card with your envelopes. Then you're also going to get your scallop smaller cards, your craft, and your little red envelopes. These are great for your gift cards at Christmas. So you're going to get all of that, all 114 cards, 114 envelopes, 19 pence. Per card and envelope. Well, that was when it was at full price. Oh my goodness me, we've knocked £12 off it. Okay, that for me is like another prime time deal. We've knocked 12, right, £17.99, Andrew, please, divided by 114. Let's see what we're paying now per card and envelope, shall we? Let's have a look at that. Didn't know we'd knocked £12 off it. 16 pence.
Wow.
Now, if you are making and selling, whether it's for your own personal gain, then you can spend more on craft stuff, or whether you're making to sell for charity, you want to pay the smallest amount of money for the basics, the bases of your cards, but you want the quality because you don't want it ending up on the mantelpiece with a Bambi card, do you, where it's just splayed out like that. So what a great opportunity to get that. 16 pence per card and envelope. I mean, even if you've got one, get another one. Because we don't know how long we're going to have this stock. When it's gone, we don't know what else they've got. Paper mills are shutting down left, right and centre, and it's really sad. Right, grab that while we've got it. Now, we do also have some other card. Lily, do you want to go and get ready for another MCS?
Absolutely.
So let's see what's the one we're going to do next. We're going to do, let's have a look. What's this one called? More Than Just Words, please. Right, let me show you this while Lily's getting ready. So we've got embossed card. Now this again comes out of the same paper mill, so it's that really nice quality. I'm going to show you one at a time and then we can see exactly what we're getting. So you've got your hearts on here. Really, really pretty. If you're somebody that likes making really simple cards, this is absolutely for you. If you're somebody that look at your cards and go, oh, I need something else, this is definitely for you. So you've got the embossed and then you've also got that debossed side as well. Okay, so you've got that. Then you're going to get your, it's almost like a little bit of a tropical flower on there, which is lovely. But how subtle is this? I love embossing. My favourite technique with embossing is just white on white. I think it looks absolutely stunning and really elegant. Then you're also going to get what looks like a peony. Look how stunning that is. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And you're getting 2 times 30. Oh, you're getting both of them, are you? 2 times 30. Is that both packs together, Andrew? Oh, it is. Oh, wow, we've done it. We have done a thing there. $29.99. Wow. We've got the butterflies on there. You've then got the roses that just remind me of Rennie McIntosh. I think I love this style. It's super, super, super. I mean, they're just beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely glorious. And sometimes you just need something like this. And then we're back to your other flowers again. So you're getting all of those. You're getting 30 sheets in that one. And then you're also going to get 30 sheets in your other one. Where have I just put that? Oh, right behind you, Melanie. I forgot I did that. Right, next one. Here we go. Now this is fab. So you're going to get 30 sheets again. Now these have been inked at the bottom, so you can see that pattern. You can see how well, because it's an uncoated cardstock, it takes the ink brilliantly. So you've got your steampunk cogs. So if you like your mechanical style cards, you've got dots in here. Now that would work really nicely with the polka dot embossing folder because it's a different size dot. So that'd be really cool if you put matte and layered that on top of it. Then you're also going to get your brick wall, which I love. I think that's fabulous. That'd be really good for like a graffiti font on it, wouldn't it? With like spray cans and little bits of paint running down. That'd look really cool. Then you're also going to get, oh, bear with, you've got your diamonds. Now this is lovely. It looks like it's quilted. You imagine taking your hot fix rhinestones and putting a little one in between each of those diamonds. That would look exquisite. All you'd need then was a little die cut and a sentiment and you're done. You've got your numbers on here. Love this, like a printing plate. Look at that, with all your numbers on. And then you're also going to get your stripes.
Oh, that's classy.
Isn't it lovely? It looks like really expensive white Egyptian cotton bedding. You know when you stay in a hotel and it's got the stripes in there in a little bougie hotel somewhere, it looks like that to me. But yeah, absolutely. And then you're getting all of those. So you're getting 6 designs, 5 of each. And then you're getting both sets for $29.99. Shop Emboss. Brilliant that. Absolutely brilliant. Maybe it's somebody that's never gone down the die cutting route and you haven't got a die cutting machine to emboss. I'll do that for you, which is great. Right, let's do one more quiz question and then we're going over to our Lily. So, question number 1, what is the largest bone in the human body? That's the one, but we need the medical name. What planet is the hottest on the solar system? How many films did Sean Connery play James Bond in? And what is the common name for dried plums? I know, random, but there you go. Let's have a look. Whose birthday is it? Carol's birthday today.
Yep.
Oh, happy birthday, Carol. Carol Lewis's birthday today. Oh, let us know what you're up to. Let us know if you're doing anything nice. Fabulous. Love that. Happy birthday, Carol. That's lovely. Oh, and check your emails from us.
She's already had it.
Oh, have you already had it? Brilliant. You see, we're not just being nosy when we ask you for your date of birth. We do it for a reason. It's good that, isn't it? Brilliant. Right, Lily, let's have a look at our next offering from this download. Remember, you're getting all of these. So in total, you're going to get, let me tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get Countryside Garden, More Than Just Words Volume 3, Simply Silhouettes, oh, Bunny Sniffles. Look at them, look.
So cute.
Bunny Sniffles. It got cold, look. Snuggled up in front of the fire. Violet and Alfie, the family edition. You've got Encyclopedia, you've got Setting the Scene, and you've got Setting the Scene shop fronts. So we're just going to whiz through a few of these and show you exactly what's on them so you can make an informed decision. But Shop Bundle is going to get you all of those, so all 8 for £25 before your club discount. That's a bargain. Right, Lily, let's have a look at a few of these.
Yeah,
happy birthday, Carol.
Oh, happy birthday.
I think what we should do,
Oh, go on.
in homage to Carol, is we should have cake today.
Oh.
Because Carol does a coffee, doesn't she?
Yeah,
yeah.
coffee, cake and coffee this afternoon. we'll do that.
For you, Carol.
Yeah, for you, Carol.
For you.
Watch out for social posts later.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be all over social, that, won't it? We'll sing happy birthday. Shall we do that? Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Definitely.
Right. So, Lily, over to you.
Right, more than just words, volume 3. Now, this is fun. This is really fun. Now, you've got all your different sort of sentiments, your verses, your wording. You've even got quotes on there as well. If you struggle with wording on your cards, whether it's on the inside or the outside, this is going to be a great one to have in your crafty stash. Now, this one's for you, Carol. We're going to adult birthdays. There's some fun ones on here, I have to say. You can bring up your index sheet and you can see you've got all those different occasions catered for. But it's a little bit small, so we're going to some of them individually so we can have a little look at what we've got here. Let's have a little look at this first one here. You've got your card there, you've got all your border already being put on there for you and your sentiment on there as well. So if you literally just want to pop that at the bottom of your piece of cardstock there, print it off as it is, put a scoreline on there, you are good to go. For making and selling, that would be absolutely ideal for those quick and easy cards. And if you go through there, you can see you've got literally dozens of different sentiments, all perfect for your adult birthdays. You've got ones with your imagery on there, you've got ones which is just literally the wording, which would be great on the inside of your cards. Lots of different fonts and lots of different sort of colourways with that one as well. Lots of different occasions are catered for, whether it's going to be Christmas. You've got plenty of Christmas designs in here. Once again, the ones that are already made up, they could literally just be a card front if you want to be. And you've even got quotes in there as well, which is lovely.
Do me a favour on that, Lily. Just go into effects and go to emboss. And see what it looks like embossed. So go, yeah. There you go. Where you are now. There you are. So put the amount in, it'll go grey. And move it over. Keep going.
Keep going.
That's it. Yep. And then go to width and move. Look at your screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Why? Right.
Look at that.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Now, that could be the insert in your card. It could be the envelope line. It could be, honestly, when you've got a digital library, it's amazing. Carol says she's not feeling very well today. Oh, well, we hope you feel better soon, Carol.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Got to do something for your birthday, haven't we? Right, so let's have a look at something else.
Softening the edges a bit there.
Edges, look at that.
There we go.
Brilliant,
right.
isn't it?
Let's go into another one. So that's your More Than Just Words Volume 3. Lots of different sentiment, verses, quotes, all that sort of thing. Great for the inside and the outside. Now we'll move on. Go back to the main folder itself. Next one up, Simply Silhouettes.
Simply Silhouettes. This is going to be one for your stash, isn't it?
Definitely. Absolutely fabulous. And once again, like we were looking at the countryside garden, you've got your 3D pictures. So you've got your designs on here.
Wow.
You can see you've got your little dotted lines. With your dotted lines, you're just going to score along those and it's going to give you that lovely 3D sort of frame.
And that's really good. So if you bought the trimmer, if you've got the trimmer, you can cut that out on your trimmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's brilliant for that. So you cut around the outside and then just trim in the little corners with a pair of scissors. But the very fact that you've got your score lines in there as a visual means that you can line that up on your scoreboard and know that you're going to be scoring in exactly the right place. If you didn't have those markers there, it would make it more difficult. My top tip would be for that is put your ball tool in the actual groove itself, then butt your card up to that and score it down. And you'll get a fantastic box frame like that. It's really clever, isn't it? Really clever. And then these gorgeous silhouettes. If you're somebody that likes making really inky backgrounds, messy backgrounds, maybe you're doing gel plates, something like that, and then you just want something, a silhouette on top, then this is absolutely going to be one that you go back to time and time and time again. Super, super easy to use as well, and you're getting a lot for a small amount of money today because you've got 8 different collections in there from Minecraft Studio. Right, I'm sorry, Lily, I need to interrupt you. I just need to recap on these embossing folders first because they are flying out and I don't want anybody to miss out, and then we'll do the final quiz questions. So set 1 is shop happy. There we go. Happy as in happy birthday. Right, so happy birthday. Now, an embossing folder, really clever invention. You've got a raised area and directly opposite that you've got the recessed area. So your card goes in, run it through your die cutting machine and you'll end up with a beautiful piece of embossed card. So the first set you're going to get happy birthday with that lovely floral frame at the bottom. You're then going to get your rose with your little bumblebee and that gorgeous framing. That frame is just good, lovely, love it, really elegant. Then you're also going to get your clock face with your frame, and then you're also going to get your rope lattice. Okay, so you're going to get all 4 of those. Shop happy £14.99, so £7.50, £3.75 an embossing folder before your discount. That's crazy value. Right, next one. Love this. Love the idea of doing that on mirror card, adding alcohol inks over the top. That's going to look sensational. Also embossed on acetate, things like this can look nice as well. Try that too. So you've got your autumnal leaves. You've then got your lovely summer image with the butterflies in there and the foliage coming in from the top. You've then also got your frame where you've got your flowers attached to it. Again, you could do it twice, cut some of them out, decoupage them up, little sentiment, job done. And then you've also got your oval frame with that lovely side-facing butterfly. The code for that is Shop Butterfly, and that is also £14.99. And then this one is going to work brilliantly with those silhouettes. So the silhouettes that Lily's just shown you, that's going to work really well with this. So you've got your dots. You've also got, bear with, your reeds, your bulrushes. You've got your little butterflies in there and your dragonflies. I'll be using that with my 2 Red Robins collections that have been by the waterside. You then get your gorgeous, this is stunning, this as a wedding invitation would be lovely. So you've got those on there, and then you've also got your stem flowers. Now I'll tell you what would be really nice on here. So yesterday Stephanie and I bought you a show and we had the little test tubes in. So if you embossed this and then you chose one flower, so maybe, I don't know, that one for example, this flower here, you put your test tube at the bottom so it looks like the stem's going into the test tube, and then you just colour that one flower head, sentiment, just be you, whatever it is, that's your card. But adding in that extra little element with that test tube, it's really cool. Or you could do it and add one of your Sospeso flowers or a die cut flower. If you're going to do that, use a bit of wire as the stem and put a little bit of clear resin in the bottom or some aquastone varnish, something that will dry and set clear, and then it will look like the water in your test tube. I love the idea of that. So all 4 of those is Shop Polka, and it's £14.99. Right, let's do the next quiz question, the final quiz question, and then we'll get Lily to talk us around this trim and show us exactly how good it is. So question number 1, what is the largest bone in the human body? Question number 2, which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Number 3, how many films did Sean Connery play James Bond in? Number 4, what is the common name for dried plums? And question number 3, what is your body's largest organ? It's the one that you cleanse every morning. Right, shall we come and have a look over here, Lily? Let's talk through this trim. I want to see it cutting, scoring, doing all the crazy things that it does, please. Carol Lewis says, thank you. A couple of pots of coffee and I'll start to feel better. I love that. A couple of pots.
Pots, blimey.
Love that. It's like a bucket, isn't it? I'll grind up some fresh Jamaican Blue Mountain beans. Ooh. Works wonders. Well, you do love your coffee, don't you? I love that. Right, Lily, off you pop, off you pop, off you go.
Off you pop. Right then.
Bye. Brilliant.
Come on then, let's have a little look at this guillotine trimmer, corner puncher, scoring board, envelope maker, box maker. Lots of functions. We counted out about 7. I know we're calling it a 5-in-1, but there's definitely a lot more than 5. So first of all, we'll start off with side number 1, which is where we've got our guillotine. So you've got that lovely sharp blade on your guillotine that's going to cut into that metal platform there. So literally every single time you're cutting with this, you are self-sharpening that blade. We'll take a piece of our cardstock here, and we're just going to make sure we've butted it up against that top line there. By doing that, that's going to make sure that we're going to be cutting at right angles, and we'll get that nice straight edge. We're going to press down on those 2 press areas, and we're going to cut down, but we're also going to cut slightly inwards. So cutting slightly in is going to get that contact on the metal, and you've got that metal on metal contact. And you can see just with that one cut there, it's going to cut absolutely perfectly. No feathering, no sort of fluffy edges. You've got that lovely crisp, clean cut every single time. And that's with your guillotine. Now on the base here, you've got all your different measurements, whether it's going to be in inches or in centimetres. You've got the grid line markings there as well, so nice and easy to line up those angles. And if you're wanting to cut on a diagonal, you do have all of those diagonal angles with the actual angles themselves marked onto that board as well. But then if we flip it over, this brings us to our side. It's got our trimmer on there. Now on our trimmer blade, you don't even need to remove this blade. You've literally got everything contained within there by literally just flicking that switch. So first of all, we'll start off with our perforating line. So we'll bring in our cardstock once again. Once you've got that blade lifted up, it's not going to cut. It's when you're sort of applying that pressure where you'll get that cut. So if I'm moving that around, I don't need to worry about that cutting into my cardstock. So we'll start at the bottom with Mel's tip and we'll cut upwards. So just applying a little bit of pressure onto there. It's not sort of a lot of pressure you're needing to apply. And you can see there you've got that lovely perforated line. If you wanted to be tearing along that for your RSVPs, it's going to be perfect for that as well. And then if we actually flick that switch, so there we've got it onto our perforation. If we just flick that upwards, you can see it turns it onto that wiggly line. And then we can literally do exactly the same thing. Pop our cardstock into there and then just nicely press down onto that area. You can always cut forward and backwards, give it a nice even cut. And that gives you that lovely sort of scalloped wavy edge.
Sorry, we're trying to find the spin the wheel behind Lily's and we can't find it anywhere. Amanda's like, it's behind the frame. I moved the frame. She's like, it's not there. She's just gone like that. I'm like, no.
Well, I thought they were playing charades, so...
Well, basically.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't idea where that is. We'll pick a winner. We'll do it one way or another.
We will.
Right.
Wheel or
Sorry,
not.
Lily.
There we go. So that's our trimmer covered. So you've got your switch flicking between those two different sort of designs onto that. Then you'll notice on the base with this side, it's ever so slightly different to the other side. So on the guillotine side, it's a printed grid onto that base there. Whereas on our trimmer side, it's actually engraved into there. You can sort of hear it's indented into there. Sorry, that was horrible. Do you know, I did that and I thought, why have you done that? That noise went right through me now.
Like that.
Yeah. Unpleasant.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that.
Then
my hands go like this and I'm like, right, I need to do it now.
Gotta do it.
I'm terrible. I go back to being 6.
Oh.
Seriously. Not 56, 6. Brilliant.
That's enough of that. So you've got your indents in there, so you can score.
Carol Lewis, you might be feeling under the weather, but you got your sense of humour. The wheel fell off and rolled away. Oh, very good. Boom, boom. Good one, Carol. Love that. You can say you're having your coffee now.
Yeah, coffee's doing his facts.
Gwen's asking any tips on the corner punch, please, Lily, as well.
Come on then, let's do the corner punch.
Come on, do what you were doing.
So that's our scoring.
Yeah.
But if we want to be creating boxes of certain sizes.
Sorry.
Oh, hello.
Just going crazy.
Oh dear, naughty camera. Then this is actually housed into the underside of the board. You've got your little guide here. There's got all your measurements on there telling you where to score, giving you those step-by-step instructions for both the base and the lid, and a little diagram as well. And if we flip it over, you've got all your diagrams and your measurements for both your regular envelopes and your 3D box style envelopes as well. So great if you're doing quite 3D cards, you've got something to fit all those card bases in.
Right, now remember today, this should be $49.99. When we launched it, we did a deal on it at $39.99. Now, up till 11:59 p.m. on Friday, we are doing prime time deals. So we've knocked another £10 off this, so £20 off the recommended retail. Then you're going to get your club discount. Then you're going to get your points back. Just incredible time to be shopping with us here at Highlight Crafts. So make sure that you're popping this into your basket. It's shop trim so that you know that it's winging its way to you. We've got quite a nice level of stock, but this is only staying on till 11:59 p.m. on Friday. After that, it's going back up. So if you want one, make sure that you're getting that as well. Could you tell me, did you do envelope making and a box, please? If you go on to is it on YouTube, our video, Lily?
I do believe, yep.
Is that the one that you watched?
Yes.
Right, so if you go onto YouTube, there's a video. Is it with Amanda? Do we know? Was it with Amanda?
It was Amanda's hands, yeah.
And she talks you around the trim and shows you exactly how to use it. Also, there is a larger version of instructions on the product because the instructions on the envelope and box maker are quite tiny. So we've done them and made it into a PDF, a downloadable PDF for you, so you can do that. Wendy Corbett says, it's my birthday on Saturday. Might treat myself to the trimmer. Well, you know what, Wendy, if you're going to do it now while there's £20 off. Because then you can spend the other £20 on something else. I know, we shop like that, don't we?
We do.
Right, shall we, can you just show the
puncher.
corner rounder, please, and
This
then
is
we'll
actually
do a draw the winner.
Super easy to use. So as we can see on the base here, we've got all our indentations. But you can see intersecting those, we've got a couple of diagonal lines. Now that's what you're going to line up your piece of cardstock, that edge against. So you can see that left-hand side, the right-hand side, we're just going to feed that inwards. You've got a gap in there that it's going to feed into nicely. Once you've pushed it and it won't go any further into there, you're going to punch on your corner rounder. Now my top tip, and this has come from the lovely Amanda this morning. Punch, rather than punching sort of down that section, try and punch as far back on there as you possibly can. You're going to nice and firmly punch. The only reason I'm not using my finger is I can't because of my nails.
Because your nails are long.
So I'm using just my thumb, which you can use, it works just as well, making sure we're punching as far back as we can. You'll hear that click. Once you've heard that click, you know it's punched through fully. If you don't hear the click, you've either not punched in the right place or not popped your cardstock in far enough. So make sure you can hear that nice audible click, and then you can see there you've got that lovely rounded corner. And at the tray at the side, once you've been doing a bit of punching, you can just empty out your tray.
Wendy says I've made her mind up for her. Well done, Wendy. Right, I'm
Easy
going
as
through the
that.
wall now. I'm going to
Oh,
do an
wow.
hour with Stephanie. She's going to introduce you to Hollygate. Is it called Hollygate? Hollygate.
Hollyhock Gate.
Gate. That's the one. Honestly, I've seen that many words this morning. Hollyhock Gate. Really lovely, beautiful. And then tonight, I'm going to do the SVG version with Amanda, and we're going to turn it into Christmas. So I'll see you on the other side of there. Go and grab yourself a coffee. 5 winners, 100 points. Go on then, Andrew. Wow.
5
Changing
winners,
that. 5
wow.
winners.
Yeah, well,
Blimey.
Carol M,
Carol M,
Diane Street,
Diane Street,
Kamalji,
Cam.
yeah, Cam, Pam and Vinny.
There you are. You're all getting 100 points, so keep an eye out for a message from us and we will get that sorted out for you. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.
You to Hannah. Thank you to Andrew, and I will see you on the other side of that wall.